Ba-da-la-la-la-la. Hello everyone, and happy Easter to those of you who are watching this on the actual day that I'm uploading it. I'm proud of you. Today we are trying out a brand new segment on my channel, which I like to call Geek It Yourself, or Geek-IY for short, or GEEK-IY for short. There are so many variations. From time to time on my channel, I'm going to be showing you guys some geeky DIY projects that you could do, and today we are starting out with something that I think is pretty awesome, and that is this BAYMAX hoodie! Check it out, check it out, check it out, check it out. BAYMAX is a character from Big Hero 6. He's a big robot guy that kind of looks like a giant marshmallow. He's the sort of character that you just want to hug non-stop, and he wants to hug you back. And what's better for hugging than giant hoodies? So without further ado, let's start our Geek-IY. Here is a handy-dandy montage of what you will need for this project. A white pullover hoodie, black and gray fabric, a pair of fabric scissors, a sewing machine, and a picture of Baymax's eyes and his memory card slot for stencils. So the first thing that we're going to want to do is to cut out our stencil. I literally got this by just typing into Google Baymax eyes. So now that my stencil is cut out, I'm going to quickly put it on the sweatshirt, and I'm going to pin it on there and then put the sweatshirt on just to make sure that that is the right size that I want. To me, this looks just about right. It's like right, just perpendicular to my eyes. His eyes match my eyes. So now I'm going to unpin this, and we are going to trace this onto our black fabric. I'm using a black felt-like material. It's a really lightweight felt because I really want these eyes to look solid and give off that effect. You can really use whatever fabric your heart desires. This is the one that I like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some pins, and I'm going to pin this right onto the fabric, and I'm going to trace it with a silver Sharpie so that I can see it. Once you're done tracing, you can unpin, and voila! Let's cut this baby out. And now we have our eyes. The thing I also really like about felt is that it's very forgiving, so in a situation like this, if the circles aren't perfect, the felt isn't going to be the sort of fabric where you really see all the imperfections. It's very forgiving. So now it's time to pin these to get ready to sew them. What I like to do is just fold these in half since they should be even. That's going to be the midway point, and I've marked down here where I want that to fall. I just did a very small dot that I knew I'd want to cover. So now that I know that that is the midway point, that's where I'm going to put that, and that also gives my placement for where these eyes are gonna fall. Now you can either put your eyes fully on the fabric, or you can have them dangle off a little bit like mine. I really like the effect of having them dangle a little bit. I think it makes them more noticeable, but it's entirely up to you. Once they're all pinned down, I again recommend that you put this on and make sure you like the placement of it, because that's where it's going. And now it is time to sew it on. Now your eyes are done. Look at those. You're little Baymax. That's what you are. Now we're going to move on to Baymax's memory slot, which happens to be on his left side over here. I got this image again offline. I've just traced over it so that you guys can see it better. But this is an image I got offline, and I sized it so that it would be just about that big on myself. So now we are going to essentially do the exact same thing that we did with the other stencil. We're going to cut this out, and then we're going to put it on the gray fabric, trace it, and do all that great stuff. And finally, for the elbow patches, I just made a very simple oval shape that I'm now going to trace and cut out of our gray fabric. And now our final step is just to hand sew the memory card slot and the elbow patches on. If you feel you can do this with a sewing machine, please feel free, but I found it way easier to just hand sew them on, and I found that I was able to make them lie flatter by doing so. And now you have yourself a BAYMAX hoodie. Hairy baby. Hairy baby. I hope you guys guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any ideas for what I should make next, please leave it in the comment section below. If you want to see more of these videos, be sure to let me know by hitting the thumbs up button and leaving me a comment and subscribing, cause those are all good things. So until my next video, I just have one question to ask you, and that is, are you satisfied with your care? I cannot leave until you tell me that you're satisfied with your hair. So, this could get weird because this is a YouTube video, so I'm gonna be here for a while. Why won't the memory card come out? Damn it, Tadashi!